Will Ford forever be a $10 stock? Yes, probably. Whatever happens, we have a magnet stuck to that $10 level. We are always just reverting back to the mean, and that mean is going to be $10. So we're currently trading up here, 1072. You can see IV has shrunk because look at this, all these green candles in here on the weekly. That's what's going to happen. You had all that volatility that first week of April. And then obviously just suck the volatility out of it as we climb back up in here to that 1070 range. Now it looks like we're going to cool off here. We're above 1060. So that's good. That's our first support in here because that was a nice support for us back through September to right around December of last year. So we are above that. So that is good. But if this does not hold, we might get saved here by the 9-day EMA. And then really our major support's going to be here 960. But again, really that $10 level, we're going to always be reverting back to that mean there of that $10. No matter how high or how low we get, we're always going to come back to it, it seems like in here. But on the weekly chart here, what are we looking at? A little cool off in here is needed. That's why we have the doji placed in here so far. It's indecision candle. I guess not really technically a doji in here, but indecision in here for the week so far with these first two trading sessions down. Now, if we go to the daily, you can see exactly what happened in here today. You had that red candle in here down around 3 cents from yesterday's trading session, 20 cents low to high in here, 1084 to about 1066. So low risk, low reward. If you're trying to just shave some cents off here and there, this would be a good stock to do it. And eventually it's always going to revert back to that $10 range. But it looks like cooling off in here is needed RSI, although not technically overbought, still in here pretty high. Need to kind of come back down in here. And it looks like on the daily chart, this 200 SMA could be a nice place for us to revert back to. So we're if we do breach below this 1060, this 200 SMA in here on the daily chart would be the key area in here for our support. Anything below that is obviously going to be this 960 in here. On the 30-minute chart, you can see what happened in here today. Kind of just followed the path of everything else overall in the market, although this recovery at the end of the day wasn't as sharp as most stocks in here were, and we are kind of just messing with that 9-day EMA and the 200 SMA in here in after hours. So not a whole lot of movement in here. That's kind of what you always get in Ford. And again, it's always going to revert back to being just a $10 stock. So a little bit of cooling off in here could be needed. If not, $11 is going to be your next major resistance in here, but I don't think we're going to get there. I think we're going to consolidate here and then maybe a little bit of nice pullback to the 1060s and a bounce, reset the RSI, or if we break below that, then we'll be looking at this 200 SMA here on the daily chart for a better support. What we're looking at here, expected move wise, right around 20 cents by Friday, next Friday, 30 cents, following Friday, 40. After that, right around 50 cents. That's right. So just kind of chalk it up 10 cents extra every single week for your expected moves. So all in all, pretty low risk, low reward in here. If you're looking for just kind of pennies to shave off here and there in Ford, always going to revert back to that mean of that $10 range. Look for a cool off in here. See if we can kind of get a bounce off that 1060. If not, 1020 is where we're going to be at in here in Ford. All right, guys, if you like this video, make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We also have a Discord service if you're interested, and you can find all of our socials in the description below.